Hi, you guys. Welcome on back.
Oh, welcome on back to She Means Well.
Oh, Abby got the rasp.
A little bit. I don't know what's going on with me.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, sister. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I just got back from my niece's 6th birthday party and
Our niece.
and that is my first like true blue kids party.
Okay, tell me about it. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was funny because
It was quick.
Well,
in and out.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I text Abby, I'm like, okay, I'll be done probably around 3. And she's like, 3, really? Like, yeah, I think that's the thing with parents. It's like, get in, get out. Like, kids got a nap. They're buzzing on sugar. Let's just like do the damage and get home.
That's kind of nice. And I was like, it's so early noon. I'm like, well, I guess that does make sense for young kiddos.
It seemed like everybody was like clearing out by 2:30. I was like,
whoa,
wow, okay.
Dang.
My kind of party. Get the social in,
yeah.
get out.
It's what we should do for all of our family parties.
One of the parents was talking to me and she's like, we don't really eat like that much sugar at home. So I tell my kids, like, if there's a birthday party, like there's no rules, have at it, whatever. And her daughter's like waiting for the cake. And I heard her ask Kyle, she's like, can I get a really big piece?
Oh, poor thing. No, that's so good.
Funny.
But
it is
she's
good.
Deprived.
I love that she's like, there's no rules for a birthday party.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
But yeah, that was really fun.
This last week, we did not post an episode.
Right.
Couple things going on. Well, first of all, Bailey, she had a birthday.
Do I look older? I'm 28 now.
Happy birthday, Bailey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a really odd feeling because I don't feel like 28. I don't feel like it resonates with me, but I don't feel like 26 or 27 did. I'm still 25.
Oh my gosh.
It's just weird.
I'm just kidding. Well, 28 looks great on you.
Thank you. I do. This is an unpopular opinion, but I love, and I'll probably eat my words down the road, but I love getting older. I love it. I would never want to go back. I feel like life gets sweeter. Life gets better. My friendships get more important. Like it gets better, which thank God. I hope it does. Like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Better than getting worse.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not afraid to get older, but time goes by so fast. So I don't like that part. And I feel like it goes by so fast the older you get.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like,
and I can't imagine like after having kids and stuff, like so crazy.
I remember when you turned 25 and I'm like, wow, that's like hitting a number. And I'm 2 months away from that.
I know. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Do I have a hole in my armpit? Why'd you just look? Do I have deodorant?
No, but you do.
What?
You have a string.
Get it?
I did.
No, you didn't. I can see it. What is that? It's white. Stop.
Stop yelling in our listeners' ears,
Don't.
Bailey.
Just tickle my armpit. Yeah, exactly. You're probably listening this if you're not a Patreon.
You're probably like,
that brings us to our next announcement.
Oh, yes, it does. We're not going to
From the
announce it
tickling
like
the armpit.
Perfect.
Perfect segue.
Oh my goodness. You guys, we started a Patreon.
Yep. And if you can see us, thank you.
So from here on out, if you are listening to this, well,
okay, guys, I'm so sorry.
Save
Buckle
me.
up. This is going to be an interesting episode.
How is that belittling?
I was just drinking water. Abby!
What?
You're going to spill all over yourself.
Okay, will you please tell them about our Patreon?
Anyway, my mom's like, I hate when people say that. Anyway. Abigail! Okay, now you're putting on a show. She's just sloshing her water. She's wet t-shirt competition over here.
I fucking challenged myself. I had a very intrusive thought just now.
You want to share?
I just thought of just dumping this
Even
on my
better
head.
doing it to you. Opposite, like you did it to me. Okay, I'm 5 seconds away from saying we should restart this.
No.
Okay. Anyway, we started a Patreon and we will be doing audio still on Spotify, Apple, all the normal platforms. You'll still be able to get audio. But if you want to be a Patreon and get the video content, it was kind of a learning curve, to be honest, because people always talk about Patreon. And I've subscribed to Apple Podcasts before, which we probably need to figure that out. The Apple side.
Yeah.
So if this comes out and you can subscribe on Apple, go ahead and do that. But if not, it'll be coming.
We got some learning to do.
No one ever talks about how confusing it is creating a new Apple ID. Like,
I know.
Why is it so confusing, Apple?
They make it, the security's like way too secure.
You need a name and it's like, okay, well, if I do mine, I already have one.
Jane Doe? Like, what am I supposed to do?
She means, well, she first married.
That was really funny.
You're a brat.
I'm sorry.
Okay. In your hands. Give me that back. Give me your hand. Corpse. They're cold.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I copied your nails or something.
No.
No.
My nails look like trash.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Wait,
I'm feeling real silly today.
That reminded me.
Yes, Bailey.
My mom, I just shared this with you, but my mom, I was on my way to go have dinner with my family and I was like, traffic is trash. And then I was doing her hair yesterday and she's like, you're just so funny, the words you say. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, trash. That was so funny. And then the whole appointment, she kept being like, this is trash. That's trash.
I know my mom, she was like, I was listening to your episode and you and Bailey just have so many funny sayings. Where do you come up with all of those?
You guys are so quick. It's like, I don't actually feel like we are. It's just
like, what are they?
Well, your mom actually started her own notes page about the things we say that she wants to ask questions. And when I did her hair last, she was reading them to me. And there's some funny ones on there. Are you tired? Are you bored?
Oh, you're saying I'm a brat.
You're yawning at me.
I was up until couldn't tell you.
Alrighty. Anyway, so what do we got cooking today?
Cauliflower ear.
Ew! What?
I want to talk about cauliflower ear.
That rolled off your tongue a little too quickly.
Well, you said cooking.
Ew.
And then I thought of cauliflower.
Ew, 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 ew.
What is worse than cauliflower ear? Nothing. Nothing is worse. The answer is nothing is worse. Remember, like,
I'm gonna go
kids like who wrestled and their ears would just be, they look like hard.
That's the original ick. It's like they could be a cute guy come wrestling season. You're like,
Zac Efron could come up to me, introduce himself to me, cauliflower in both ears. Bye.
He has a beanie on or something, or he's wearing headphones and he takes them off. You're like, dude, that is so disgusting. Is there? I wonder if there's like a cure, or does your ear stay like that forever?
I think you have to pop them. I think you have to get it out.
I want to cry. I want to cry. If you have experienced this, or if your boyfriend or whoever has that, actually, I don't want to know. Never mind. I have no further questions.
And you know why they get it?
Invest in some earmuffs.
You know why they get them?
From slamming their head on the mat, right?
And like other people's sweat and bacteria. It's not, I don't think it's slamming the head on the mat. I think it's the just bacteria.
That's so disgusting.
Ew.
I'm scared to ask what else you're cooking up.
Don't be scared. I'm feeling real goofy today.
You're fine.
So ask away and you shall receive something funny. You know what? When boys take off their sweatshirts, I'm really jumping around here.
Let's do it. It's okay.
Bear with me. But when boys take off their sweatshirts, a lot of the time, like their shirt underneath basically comes off, right?
Every time.
Like they do not hold back at all.
They don't have to. They're free in the nips.
Right. But like,
I don't think they care.
I guess not.
But it would be annoying. It would honestly be like a sensory trigger to me. It would just be annoying.
Yeah. Thinking of your shirt coming off with your sweatshirt.
Think of being a guy wearing like a normal, like Fruit of the Loom, if you will, baggy t-shirt, just a white tee under a sweatshirt all the time. Like it feels like two baggy layers. Like
just
if I wear
a t-shirt,
it's usually like a tight t-shirt and then I'll put a hoodie on, or nothing under a sweatshirt or like I'm not wearing like baggy and baggy.
Yeah. I feel like I've done that.
I've done it.
Yeah.
But it's just an odd
It is.
sensation.
Especially like at the collar. Yeah. No, what's worse would be wearing like boxers, but not like the briefs, just like the
short. Yeah.
The loose ones with jeans.
Ooh, and then they come out the top. Talk about sensory.
I would
muffin
never.
Top. They're muffin top. They're baggy, saggy muffin top. Ew.
Baggy, saggy muffin top. It looks like a perfect inner tube.
Ew.
That's uncomfy for me. If I were a guy, I would never.
Imagine a worst case scenario. There should be dairy free, but they're not. And they poop their pants and they're wearing those baggy. You know what I've never understood? Those stories, and you know you've heard them, where it's like, I was walking and I saw like an adult, like a human feces, human poop. And people will say like, it fell out of their pants or whatever. What kind of pants could you be wearing? Are you not wearing underwear? Or like I've heard stories like this, haven't you? Where like people poop and it's just there and it's like it falls out. Like I heard on this podcast, it was like embarrassing moments. People were writing in. This girl was talking about seeing somebody poop and it fell out of this man's trousers. Like, are you wearing underwear?
How does it just fall out?
One time, there's one of my old coworkers worked at the last salon she worked at. She went up to the front desk and there was like a human poop in the lobby
Of
a hair salon.
I cannot
and then
stop
it's
laughing.
like, was she wearing a skirt? And it's like, and it just falls out as you're walking back with your stylist to your appointment.
Enough, Bailey.
Do you squat down when no one's looking? How is this happening?
Asking for a friend. Bailey's just curious how it's done.
How is it happening? Did it like bounce between your legs and the trousers the whole way down? It sounds like it's a clean drop.
Stop. Enough.
Anyway, those are the things that keep me up.
So you're just really on a roll lately because 2 weeks ago, Bailey goes, oh my gosh, Abby, we should totally do the turkey trot. We should start running. Like the turkey trot is a marathon, you know, that's like,
Gobble,
what is
gobble.
it, 5K?
It's just like a Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Trot. I was like, well, my ass better get off the couch and start running then, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, 3 weeks before.
It was not 3 weeks. I feel like it was
2.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Bailey and I went back and forth about sharing this with the podcast, but
because then it means accountability.
I know. We are going to try to start running.
Our done tootin' hardest.
Yeah, we're going to try our hardest. It's called Couch to 5K.
I'm pretty sure we're the last people on the planet to try it. So
probably. This shall be interesting. I really, really need to get my
You did go on a run
cheeks.
yesterday, didn't you?
I did.
You do the app?
I've done 2.
Is it an app? I have only heard of it, actually. I don't know what it
No, it's just your stopwatch.
Does it couch to 5K? It's like
there's like a sequence that you follow each week. And this week, you only have to run like 3 times a week.
I'm in.
I know. But it, goes up each time.
I feel
but
like
the first time I ran, I literally tried my hardest to run like a mile. And I think it was like 11 minutes for a mile.
It's only going to go down.
I know.
That's good.
But I remember when I was younger, I could run like 7:30. That's crazy.
I know. I don't know her anymore. I know.
Which
these bones don't know.
Bailey and I cannot stop copying. What am I trying to say?
Chelsea Cutler, that song.
Yes. And Bailey, no, it wasn't Chelsea Cutler. It was you on the podcast. You said bones. And you.
Oh!
And Bailey went bones.
I thought in the song she kind of says bone. Doesn't she?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe it's both.
Should we check?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, back to running. My endurance is shot. I had to take a couple of breaks. I'm like, a mile's so long. It's not long.
I remember when I was in volleyball running 5 miles. 5 miles. People who are runners are like, yeah,
you ran 5 miles?
Yeah, I was at the Graham Fitness Gym and I remember being like, what a good day.
You're like, that was my warm up.
I think that's the only time I ever did that. But I'm pretty sure for copyright issues, you can only play, not that anyone's hounding down this.
I can't find it.
But it says like bone.
Mm-hmm.
These bones.
These bones are shaking.
We named the dog Indiana.
We named the dog Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Slow motion train. Okay, what's next?
That's me today. Slow motion. What's next? Oh, this is crazy. I learned about this, and I'm probably, again, the last person on the planet to learn this, but Lance Armstrong.
I've heard of him.
Okay. Pro cyclist, right?
Only thing I know that comes to mind is I'm pretty sure he has one testicle.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
And I don't know if I just made that.
He's a one nut Nelly.
Abby, we got to stay on track. You know why? We got an appointment to get to after this.
We do. You guys, we're going to a naked spa.
For my birthday. One of my friends texted and said, because we're going with Aaron and Alex said, you're going into your 28th year the same way you came into this world.
Oh my goodness.
So funny.
We already decided we're going to do like a chant around you.
Oh, I can't.
All of us are naked.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's a Korean spa and I'm so excited because there's like a day pass that you have access to like all these pools, essentially. Saunas, pools. I think there's like cold pools, hot pools. Yeah. I think there might be I could be making this up, like a salt room. I don't know.
I think so.
Different rooms. Mm-hmm. And then you can get services. So I'm going to get a facial and that's included with the things. We're going to go after an hour of doing all the pools and things. I'm going to go get my facial.
I want to do the mud wrap. A little late.
Well, we could see when we get there.
But they were booked when I called.
Yeah.
Too.
But yeah, it's really cool. And they're open super late. Like they stay open until 11 p.m. So people go and spend they'll get just the day pass and spend 6 hours there.
Yeah. I want to do that.
I know. So cool, huh? So we
Is
will
there
report
a time limit?
No.
You don't reserve time?
Nope.
Oh.
Not that I know of. You just go. And if you get a service, then there's some services that I think they say if you're going to do the pools, do it before or after. I don't know. We will see. So we'll report back about the Nikki Spa. I cannot wait to go.
Me either. I want to talk about Lance Armstrong.
So random. Okay.
I learned about blood doping this past week. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you, sister. So Lance Armstrong, he was like a pro cyclist or Olympic cyclist.
Was a pro?
Huh?
Nothing. I don't know.
Okay. And
I'm just pretty sure people know.
The reason why he was disqualified from the Olympics was he was blood doping, and that's when you
blood doping. Sorry. There's one thing about me, and that's you can't get away with jack shit if you mess up saying something.
I know, me either.
I love
My
it.
dad always says that about you.
I know. He's like, you can't get away with anything around Bailey.
Oh, Bailey.
I know. Go, jeez, Babe.
Uh-huh. Anyway, you or somebody else draws your blood. You put your blood in the fridge, and then a couple days later, you inject it back in. It's called blood doping because what that does is, so essentially, the more oxygen you can get to your muscles or that are delivered to your muscles, same with red blood cells, which then ends up being oxygen because our red blood cells carry oxygen. It enhances your performance. Your endurance is better. Just, I think, all around better.
I feel
but
weak.
That's illegal to do that for.
That really grosses me out.
Honestly, I would love to try that.
See how it feels. Well,
Kinda.
When I went to Vegas, we did go to an oxygen bar, and that was honestly a really cool experience. Mm-hmm. It's like you just feel clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that. I mean, it's kind of sketchy. I guess it can be dangerous too. Because if you think about it, so when you have your blood drawn, like your body is always producing blood, right? So it gets replaced pretty quick. And then, so you're essentially have more blood in you than what your body's used to.
Wow.
And that's a little freaky. So I guess it can be dangerous to an extent, like if you do it too much.
Yeah, that's really weird. That's crazy, but yeah, I don't know.
And I think like people like who are lifting, I think it can like enhance, like your muscles will get bigger faster.
Oh, I bet.
I want to try
I feel like
it.
I'm gonna pass out.
I don't know if this is like a bad thing.
I don't know.
Is blood doping like
Doping? Why does it have to be called
like
that?
just as bad as like steroids or something?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong Sally
Interesting.
Sue.
But I just thought that was so crazy. I'd never heard of it.
The only thing I've ever heard about Lance Armstrong is I'm pretty sure he is one little guy.
One nut Nelly.
One. Yeah.
How do you? Okay.
I don't know.
Did it?
Could be an
Was it
intrusive
an-
thought. I don't know.
Was it an accident from
I'm gonna
cycling?
I'm gonna look it up.
One nut Nelly. Damn, that would suck. Oh,
yeah.
okay. That reminds me of something. When I was younger,
But does Lance Armstrong have one testicle? That's the first thing that pops up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and.
does he?
No.
Anyway, I passed a room. My boyfriend broke my heart when I was younger, and I passed a rumor around that he only had one nut.
Who? Who had? What?
I said when I was younger, and my heart was broken. I passed a rumor, a lie around to all of his friends that he only had one nut.
About who?
About my boyfriend when I was little.
Oh, I like literally don't know if you said that.
I did.
Every
Now,
time you
4
started talking,
times.
I was reading the results. It says on October 3rd, Armstrong had an erectomy, or whatever, to remove his deceased.
Oh, they can just die?
Disgusting. Goodbye. He probably has cauliflower ear too.
They just die?
Well, something happened.
Yuck.
That's disgusting.
Well, Bailey,
Abigail.
I'm so thankful for you.
Aw.
And I just want to ask you if you're thankful for me. No, I'm so excited that Thanksgiving is, when this comes out, it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be the next day. Because this comes out one day before Thanksgiving.
Right. And it is actually one day before our family's Thanksgiving. We're celebrating early.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
We are like, our grandpa lives in Florida on our mom's side, so he's coming to town. So we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving a week early while he's here. But it's really funny because over the years, obviously, our family has grown and we have a big family.
Yeah.
So now it's a little like squishy at all of anybody's house. It's just a lot of people. So we're going to my parents' church where there's a lot more space. And
I got a bone to pick with the coordinator, Mikey. I think it was Mikey.
Oh, well, you say your piece and then I will back her up.
You know what? I get it. It is a lot of people, but we're not having Thanksgiving food.
I know it's weird. We're catering Spaghetti Factory.
See, you have some feelings about it too.
Well, it's just funny. Okay, so today was...
I get it, Mikey. I do.
Today was her daughter's 6th birthday and they hosted that at the church. And so with having like another event the next day, everyone's like, let's just make it easy, not spend a ton of time. Like my sister's gluten and dairy free. And so she would have to like cook her own situation if she wanted to eat. And it's just a lot. And our family is a lot.
Yeah, it's big. It's growing. It's so exciting.
Yeah. But
you're going to meet Westbrook.
Oh, are they coming?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope.
I don't think they are anymore.
Another day.
I think they're on Thursday though, like actual Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited just for all the little kiddos. It's so fun. Like all of us, that was us. And now we're adding to it. I can't wait to add to it one day.
I know. It is.
I hope we have kids around the same time.
I hope so too.
Better get on it. I better get on it.
Well, I'm not trying. What?
You're on trend.
I'm not trying.
Oh, I was going to say on the path.
Oh, right.
I don't see it in my trajectory.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hannah always talking about vocal fry.
I always. She has it bad too. Whatever.
But yeah, Thanksgiving will be really fun. And I don't think I'm very sad about not having Thanksgiving food, because on actual Thanksgiving, I will be. So will you on actual Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They are,
I'm not even mad.
We are actually going to have it. But I will be with Jordan's family since we're celebrating with our family early.
That worked out nice.
Yeah. It'll be nice not to have to drive both places because our families are celebrating far apart. Whatever.
What are you most grateful for?
Gave me a thinker.
There's so many things to be thankful for.
I know. I honestly am just like, this sounds like real cheese, but I'm like really thankful to be alive.
Oh,
I'm really thankful for life right now. It just like kind of on theme with getting older this time of year. I feel like around your birthday, and it happens to be right before Thanksgiving, I have that on my mind. Like, what's going on in life? What does life look like this year versus last year? And all these different things. And I'm really grateful for the people in my life. I would probably say like my friends and family, and the life that God's blessed me with and that has been built around me, and the work. Like, I feel like I've been intentional with trying to like build better, deeper quality friendships. And I just feel warm and fuzzy about it.
Oh, no, that was such a good answer. I love that.
What about you? No copy. Just kidding.
Copy paste. I would say I'm most grateful for probably like just being saved, like my salvation, I think, like just my friendship, my relationship with God. And I'm really thankful for things that he's done for me in the past, what he's doing now, and what he's going to be doing. I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a really sweet season. I feel a bit on fire for God. And I don't know. I'm thankful for that.
That's super cool. It just jogged a TikTok that I saw. Did you know that Kat Von D is
I was gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
She got like radically saved.
Yes. And I love how she like carries herself. In this TikTok, I was seeing this girl interviewing her, which I want to find the podcast that she was actually on and listen to the episode. But
I listened to it on my lunch.
Oh, you did? And when she was talking about like how she has friends who like don't live like she lives, she's like, I have friends who, you know, they are prostitutes, or whatever, all these different things. I can't remember what she was saying, but they just like live a different life than her. And she's like, no, I do not feel like I need to just like ice them out of my life now that I'm saved. If anything, I just want to like be there for people, which it can be a hard line to walk, because I mean, it's easy to be influenced by people.
Totally.
But I just think that that's such a good perspective to have. And it can be so off-putting from Christians, I think, to be like holier than thou and like.
Totally. I mean, God always surrounded himself with people that were hurt the most, you know, the hurting people. So if we can live our life like that, I mean, there is like a balance.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to go hang out at the strip club because these people need to be saved, whatever. But I'm definitely not going to like push people out of my life because they don't believe the same thing as me. Yeah.
Like there's so much power in just like leading by example and just live your life and just be normal. Like it's so cool to have a relationship with Jesus. It's so much fun. It's like life feels sweeter, less stressful. It just feels like you have
peace in every single season.
Yes. And
whether that's sad, happy, like
when you're stressed and it's like, instead of worrying about like all these things, like I have a creator, I get to just pray and be like, God, I'm feeling so down and stressed and worried. And it's just, I was talking about this with a client this week. It's almost like shocking every time you feel God show up or you see God show up. And it's like, you see what he just did? Like it's every single time. It's like,
look at God, won't he do it?
That's right, Kelsey. I totally stole that from you. And I say it all the time. And we have it.
I've now say it too.
Going
I love it.
Our house all the time. Look at God, won't he do it? It's just, it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. It's so cool.
Sorry, Kale.
He does have a funny sense of humor though sometimes too, let me tell you.
Here it is.
Well, that's awesome, Bailey. Thank you for sharing that.
Totally. Wait, there was something that I wanted to talk about. I wrote it down. Oh, you guys. After you listen to this tonight, when you're trying to get cozy in bed and you need something to watch Twin Flame. Escaping Twin Flames? Something like that. Just type Twin Flames on Netflix.
Guys.
It's a wild documentary.
Yeah, if you've been needing something to watch, Netflix, Twin Flames, go watch it.
If you're going to watch it, fast forward this a little bit because we're going to spoil it a little bit.
Yeah, go off, sis.
Okay, so it started with, I won't go into like all the details, but basically there's this cult and that's what it's about. And it comes from the perspective of like an identical twin. There's one twin that's in this cult and there's one that's not. And she just feels like she's totally, completely lost her sister to this cult. And they really do the whole, like, you need to distance yourselves from your family because they don't support your decisions or how you live or whatever. And it was all online, like on the computer. So these people would join these meetings and there's a couple and they're like the leaders of it. And they preach this idea that everybody has a twin flame in life. And like, you just, until you find that person, like they are your like soul connection kind of thing.
And you are meant to be with them.
No matter what.
And as fast as you can get to be with them, be with them. And no matter what, whether they want it or not, you're meant to be with that person. Go be with them.
So like these people would enter this chat room basically and be like
Zoom.
Yeah, there's this guy and like I think he's my twin flame. And what the sick and twisted thing is about all these people that are sharing their experience that have now gotten out of it, they got into it because they were searching stuff like had just been broken up with or they're brokenhearted over a specific relationship, feeling lonely. And they start searching like, is it true to have like a twin flame? Because that's obviously a thing, a saying like, you're my twin flame. And these people just like, what am I saying? They like used like the search engine
they preyed
SEO,
on them.
yes, and preyed on them. And so if people were searching Twin Flame Academy would pop up. So then of course these vulnerable people who are brokenhearted get into it and they would say like, yeah, I had this, what I thought was my twin flame. My boyfriend just broke up with me. And they would say, well, he is. So you need to go like, basically don't leave him alone. There was even a girl that had a restraining order from this guy. And they were like, oh, the law, the system, they don't understand. He's your twin flame. Like you need to keep pushing and you need to keep pushing. And she got arrested and spent a couple nights in jail because of it. And she was like, and then I think she even went back. It's honestly so wild and it gets so much deeper and it's still going on. And so now this group of like family members who have children or siblings in this cult, they're trying to band together and like report it to the police and say like, they are brainwashing our family members because they will send out letters and be like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. And wild.
I cannot believe it. I just looked them up and they're still a thing. I didn't know that.
And people pay like some of these courses that they're teaching, quote unquote, are like $2,200 to $2,700 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And they get these trainings. And the guy who's leading it gets really weird because he's like, yeah, you know, and he shows a picture of Jesus. And he's like, we actually have like a lot of similarities. And he's like, I actually morphed our faces together and like I am the Messiah. And like, he just takes it so freaking far and he's so like narcissistic, gaslights his fiance, like his girlfriend.
Like anger issues.
Oh,
he just like goes off randomly. Anyway, you guys go watch it. It's nutty.
It is insane.
Yeah.
So that's that.
I'm not that desperate. Come on now.
Oh, twin flame. No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
What I feel like there was something else that we had on our mind around Thanksgiving, no?
Mm-mm.
Well, next week, you guys, get
ready.
Lord willing, if our plans work out like we want, you know, we really want to have guests on and we want to make it more of a normal thing. Having the time this week to sit down and like set up our Patreon. We also got some extra planning done and we're going to make guests a regular monthly thing, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully that ends up being next week.
Yes.
Should we share who's coming on?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Give a tease. We will be having, drum roll,
please.
the great, is it, oh no, I'm going to sound dumb. Matriarch. I was going to say patriarch, but matriarch is mother.
Mm-hmm.
Matriarch of our family, Gaga.
Gaga's coming on. That's our grandma.
Gaga is
so excited.
The OG Gaga.
She makes this family what it is today.
Oh,
yeah, she's an amazing person. She has a lot of funny stories. She's super goofy.
Lots of wisdom. She's
a lot of wisdom.
Really lived some life.
She has, yeah, lots of good stories to share. So you guys make sure you tune in next week as well. That should be super exciting.
Super excited.
Yeah.
And now you guys know we have a Patreon, so go to it's an app, allegedly.
So if you subscribe, it's $5, I think. And you guys will get all of our video content and then some bonus content in the future.
Yeah, we're super excited about it. And thank you so much in advance for your support. You can find us on Instagram at She Means Well Podcast.
Yeah, you can actually find us on basically all of the social media platforms at that handle.
Yes. You guys, we will see you next week. We love you. Have a great
love you guys.
Thanksgiving. And
enjoy time with your family, your friends.
Pull a prank on your family, would you, this week? Have some fun.
Wait,
you know?
why'd you look at me? What are you planning?
I don't know. We're signing off, but I have one more thing to leave you with. My dad and his siblings, when all of us kids were like in diapers, when they would have family get-togethers, they would stash a poopy diaper in their siblings' house.
That's funny.
To hide.
That's awesome.
So you would find it one day. So
total power
maybe pull
thing.
a prank, you know? Keep it fun.
I'll pull a prank on you.
Watch out, watch out.
All right, you guys, until next time. See ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.